today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this really simple water marble look. You can do, I'm doing this for Halloween, and I'm deeming it the Witch's Leggings water marble, since it really looks like that. But it's really simple, and this tutorial shouldn't take too long. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so like always, make sure that your nail of your water marbling is prepped with 1 coat of white polish, and then grab yourself 2 pieces of masking tape and wrap one around the nail at the base, and then wrap the other piece around the rest of the nail, like so. And this just helps to minimize the amount of polish that you get on your nail. So now grab yourself a cup of filtered room temperature water. I like to use this 3-ounce plastic cup, which I grabbed at Walmart. I'm sure you can get it at Food Lion, whatever, your local grocery store. It works great for what we're doing here. And so then just start by dropping your polishes in the water. All right, so I'm going to start with black. And for the very first ring for this one, you're going to want to make sure that your polish is adhered to the edge of the cup. So what I did was I just stuck this stick that I used to clean up with, and I just made sure that the black layer that we just dropped is adhered to the rest of the cup. So now grab your next color, dip it in the water. You can let the polish brush hit the water if you need to, just ever so slightly. And the colors that I'm using today are this black is Bettina Cosmetics Onyx. Bettina Cosmetics colors work great. They're only sold in Florida, so if you live in Florida, you're lucky. But if not, you can order them off their website. You just have to email them. Really good colors to water marble with. I'm also using some other great colors that work really good that are new to me. Is an indie brand, Polish House. They specialize in creams to me, and this color, I mean, look at that orange. That is amazing. So I'll put a link to where you can get those because they are great, and I love indie polishes. So if you don't know what indie polish is, you may not. That is pretty much polish that was manufactured by somebody other than a large company like, Sally Hansen. That's not indie polish. So this is made by hand by someone in their house, or maybe they have a warehouse if they've gotten bigger enough. So, one of the reasons why I love indie polishes is because of that. They're made by hand, and you can just feel the love when you're using them. So keep on dripping what you got here. I've done 3 rounds of color. And then I'm just going to end with the black. Okay, so grab yourself, a tool. I use these orange sticks, which are good for cleaning up as well. You can use a pin or whatever. And all you're going to do is simply go from the middle to both sides. And that is all you're going to do to make the design of the water. And you just do that so that it widens itself out, since we're making a kind of straight circle. So you're going to want to dip your finger, making sure that the cuticle area is in the middle of the circle. So let's go ahead and do this. Line up with where you want to do it. Find a spot. And boom. Okay. Move my hand so you can see that. And then you're going to want to take your tool that you used to clean up. You can use an orange stick. This is just one that I've used many times, so it has a lot of polish on it. So just, if you want to, you can blow on top of the polish. It's really cool how it just stays on the surface. So slowly bring your nail up, and voila! Look at that. Nice Witch's Leggings. Okay, so now I'm going to clean up. First, we want to take the tape off. And you can do this, since there's so much tape around there, I don't want to mess up the rest of my nails. I'm going to use one of these and just kind of help itself right there. Ideally, it should all come off in one piece here. Yeah, it did. So when you're doing this, be very careful to not touch your marble. Oof, can't tell you how many times I've done that. Okay, so now grab yourself one of these. As you can see, I use this a lot. And I like to just finely go around my cuticles, getting a lot of the excess polish out and away from there. See that? Just helps when you clean up. Okay, and then now grab yourself a little, I use this little polish just I got on Amazon, filled with Zoya polish remover. That's the kind I use. Just go around your nail, getting the bigger parts, you know, making sure not to touch your nail, of course. And get underneath your nail. It's usually sometimes stuff underneath there, like right here. Okay, and then now lastly, I'm going to use this Elf's Cosmetics brush, which I got at Target for $1, to clean up around the edges. And this is really essential for water marbling, since you are dipping your nail in polish and getting your nail fully submerged with that polish around the cuticle. So we're just gonna go around there. Make sure it's all cleaned up. And if need be, you can always grab this thing again and go around. See, it's grabbing that right there. Okay. So now I'm just going to let these dry real quick before I put top coat on them. Okay, so I let my nails dry for around 20-25 minutes. And then today I'm going to be using, I've already done it to my other nails, well, one portion of it, but I'm going to be using, just to give it a nice cool effect, this polish. It's not available anymore, but I'll share a link to something similar to it. It's by Manicurist, which is an indie brand called I Like It on Top. And then this matte coat by Tilly, which is also an indie brand. But, you know, you can use any matte coat. And if you didn't want to put any sparkles, you know, you can use like China Glaze Fairy Dust. That's a really popular one. But I've had this little baby for around 2 years. And it's lasted me, and I need more. So I'm going to probably make Joe make more. So add that to my nail here. Gives it a nice looking glittery effect. And then now I'm just going to show you the matte. And add that to this one. It's already dried. And that's just going to give it a really cool finish with the witch's leggings, witch's tights. So guys, thank you. I can't thank you enough for taking the time to watch one of my videos. And if you'd like to see more water marbling and nail art videos, then please subscribe. Happy Halloween. Thanks, you guys. Hey you guys, Corinne Musser, Mucking Fusser here today to share with you this cool looking water marble nail art. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. First you're going to want to start out by, of course, painting your nails with a base coat of white. And then you're going to want to go ahead and cover up your nails. Today I'm trying out a different technique, and I'm using a combination of latex and tape. So I've put latex around my nail, which is a liquid latex from Colorful Nails. And then I'm just using 2 pieces of masking tape to put around my nail, as you can see there. This is just going to help so that you don't get any polish on your skin. In your water marble, get a small cup with room temperature filtered water. I'm using a cup from Walmart. It's like a 3-ounce plastic cup. And then get yourself some colors that pretty much water marble good in the water. The colors I'm using today are A. England's Camelot, which is that black there. And then I'm using two colors from Cirque Colors, which is Hudson and Lady Liberty. Two nice kind of blues. So just keep dropping your circles. You know, you can kind of touch the water if you need to get the polish off of the brush. But you just want to keep dropping the polish in the water until you have a nice kind of bullseye. The number one question that I get tends to be what kind of polishes work best for water marbling. So I would recommend brands such as OPI, Zoya, Sally Hansen's, Wet n Wild. It's really a lot about trial and error. Okay, so now that I have my bullseye of colors done, I'm going to start designing the water marble. So I'm just using a water marble tool today. I'll put a link to where you can get that in the description. You just want something that's kind of pointy. So begin by going from the middle circle to the outer part of the cup on opposite sides, and then do this again from the middle circle, going on like the adjacent side of both of those lines, and then once more in between those lines. Now what you're going to want to do is go from the outer part of the cup into the middle circle. Make sure that you're always wiping off the tool that you're using in between strokes, because you don't want any polish on that tip because it's going to mess up your design. You know, there's many different ways to get this kind of design, and this is one of the better ways to make it kind of neater. It just depends on what kind of polishes you're using. Sometimes they can break up, sometimes they can dry too fast, you know. So take your prepped finger and line it up with where you want your design to be on your nail, and be cautious about this, you know. And then dip your finger on top of the polish, and then submerge your whole finger into the water. And then grab another tool and clean up the polish that's on top of the water, kind of blow on it to dry it. This is to prevent any polish getting on your design. And when that is done, just bring your nail gently out of the water. Now carefully take the tape off, and also the latex that's on your nail. If you're using latex, you can just use tape or you can just use latex, however you prefer to do it. Always be careful when you're doing this, because you don't want the tape to smudge your design. And then I like to take a Q-tip and kind of just get the excess off of my nail, and then I also take a Elf's Cosmetics brush to get the excess off of my cuticles. And after it's dried, I like to put a nice top coat on. Always use a top coat when you're doing nail art. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch my video today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. There will be many more in the future, and I hope you check out the ones I've already made. Thank you so much. Comment if you have any questions, and as always, subscribe. Thank you.